Hello, my name is Luke Gezovich, and I'm a graduate STEM communication designer with the Writing Center. The discussion section is one of the most essential portions of any scientific paper. The purpose of the discussion section is to analyze the results of the work and discuss the data in terms of other literature. Here, the authors interpret their findings, relate them to existing knowledge, and discuss the implications and significance of their results. Several aspects can and should be included in the discussion section where applicable. One way to start the discussion section is by summarizing the key findings from the results section. If you are writing a larger paper with more than one or two key findings, you can organize your paper such that each subsection of the discussion synthesizes one key finding. For example, a subsection may summarize the significant effects of a new drug on blood pressure levels, while another may reiterate the results of the speed at which the new drug altered blood pressure levels. Another essential aspect of the discussion section is to synthesize the current findings and consider whether the new findings support or contradict previous studies. Address any discrepancies or contradictions and offer explanations or alternative hypotheses. For instance, if previous research studies have reported conflicting results on the efficiency of different blood pressure treatments, the new discussion section may present hypotheses to reconcile these discrepancies based on the current findings. Be sure to include references and proper citations where necessary. Doing so strengthens your overall argument and provides credibility to your findings. Your discussion section should also provide a very detailed interpretation of the results. Explain the observed patterns or relations present in your data. Be sure to cite specific evidence from your data by referencing results, figures, or tables to support your interpretation. If a paper on climate change finds a significant increase in temperature over time, the discussion section of your paper may interpret this as evidence of ongoing global warming. However, you must support this statement by statistical analyses or trends observed in your data and your discussion to provide a complete and comprehensive argument. The discussion section also emphasizes how the study's findings contribute to the expanding breadth and depth of knowledge in the field of research. Be sure to address any gaps in knowledge filled by your research and work. Doing so opens new avenues for inquiry, stimulates further research, and lays the groundwork for future scientific discoveries. For example, an article on the effects of a catalyst to speed a certain biochemical reaction may pave the way for future research on alternative treatment modalities or mechanisms of action. Also, acknowledge any limitations or weaknesses in the study. These could include methodological constraints, sample biases, or potentially confounding variables. Discuss how these limitations may have influenced the results. For instance, a study on the nature of planetary terrain analysis may acknowledge limitations related to the small sample size and availability of data, which may impact the generalizability of findings. Research studies can also uncover unexpected or even surprising results that go against expectations or what previous studies have reported. Make sure to restate and reiterate these results in the discussion section and discuss these findings in depth. It is better to be upfront and transparent about any unexpected findings. You can also consider possible reasons for their emergence and their implications for future research directions. Unexpected findings can sometimes lead to paradigm shifts or open up new avenues of inquiry in a field. Sometimes, in academic journals, it is appropriate to include recommendations as part of the discussion section. If this situation is applicable to you, then add your recommendations to the relevant subpoints. Please refer to the recommendations section OER for more information about writing recommendations. By carefully considering the elements outlined above, you can ensure that your discussion section effectively communicates the implications and importance of your work to the broader scientific community.